Towards the back half, as we rush towards the end of this edition of the Right Stand, the newly formed opposition bloc I.N.D.I.A has decided to boycott 14 news anchors from English and Hindi platforms across the country. The decision was taken during the Alliance's Coordination Committee meet in Delhi. The opposition has decided not to send representatives to the shows of these respective news anchors. The opposition believes that a section of the media only mounted ruling BJP's narrative and stresses on communal polarizing, quote-unquote, while deflecting the issues of public interest. The National Union of Journalists have slammed the opposition and said that the step of opposition parties is the darkest chapter of repression on media in a democratic history of India. So this is what they have. The journalist union taking the tweet, NUJ coming out. We also had Union Minister Anurag Thakur speak out against it, and his advisor Kanchan Gupta has also taken to social media to say that this is one of the darkest chapters and it is brings us memories of the period of emergency. Let's quickly listen into what Anurag Thakur had to say.
रोज कहते हैं कांग्रेस और उनके सहयोगी दल के नेता सनातन धर्म को खत्म करके रहेंगे, हिंदुओं को अपमान करने की कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ते। अब तो इन्होंने पत्रकारों को भी बायकॉट भी करना शुरू कर दिया, मुकदमे भी दर्ज करने शुरू कर दिए। चाहे चेन्नई में देखो, चाहे बंगाल में देखो, छटपटाहट घबराहट में भी मुकदमे दर्ज कर रहे हैं और साथ में कहते हैं सनातन धर्म को खत्म करेंगे। अरे सुन लो राहुल गांधी, कान खोल के, हम सबके पूर्वज यहीं से ही हैं और तुम्हें याद करके कहना चाहता हूं, मुगल आए आकर चले गए। मुगलों ने भी सपना देखा था सनातन को खत्म करने का। मुगल आए आकर चले गए, अंग्रेज आए आकर चले गए, कांग्रेसी आए आकर चले जाएंगे। सनातन है, सनातन था और सनातन रहेगा मेरे भाई और बहनों।
Ladies and gentlemen, in a rather unfortunate development, TV media journalists have been named by a committee of 26 parties that call themselves the Indian National Developmental Inclusive Alliance. They are welcome to their decisions based on their own rationale and wisdom. However, what stands out is the contradiction in the claims and their action. Key leaders of this alliance claim that they are Mohabbat ki dukaan and they are tolerant and have only love for everybody. Is this love? Is this tolerance? Or is this a manifestation of pure hate? Many leaders in this alliance claim that this committee came together despite their contradictions as they wanted to do away with a non-inclusive government under PM Narendra Modi. But are their actions inclusion? Many leaders in this alliance claim that the media along with other institutions have their freedom curbed under the leadership of PM Narendra Modi and this current government. In the recent past, which state government has resorted to punitive action against journalists, targeted them aggressively to curb their journalistic freedom? Aren't most of the leaders part of this formed alliance? The alliance also claimed that they are coming together in order to help restore respect for institutions, especially the media. Some of the top media houses have been indirectly targeted, perhaps with a signal to them asking them to toe the I.N.D.I.A alliance line. Is this respect or utter contempt? Many of us today were born around the time or soon after the emergency. Seniors amongst the journalistic fraternity and amongst the viewers may be reminded of those days when democracy was in jail. Is this act not a residue of that very sentiment? By acting thus, has the alliance instilled confidence of being inclusive, non-partisan and tolerant, or proven to be quite the contrary? Is this not violative of the basic tenets enshrined in the Constitution of Bharat? Freedom of speech comes with the reasonable restrictions, but is this reasonable? And doesn't your freedom stop where my nose begins? Also, those who talk of inclusion, aren't they attempting to divide the media fraternity altogether? Isn't this a classic example of divide and rule that used to be practiced by our colonialists? If they have decided to avoid certain shows and anchors, they are well within their right, but to do so in the manner in which it's been done reeks of malified intent, not an earnest one. Sarva Vastuni Karnod Bhavani, everything happens for a reason. We'll leave it at that.